Well, there, Ubisoft sisters. Today is the moment of reckoning that you've been dreading for a long, long time. We covered this weekend on how Ubisoft is talking about suing critics of the game as this is about to come out. Absolutely crazy stuff. I've never seen a company lash out so hard at bad reception for a game, but this is the new normal. I really think they're going to try to silence critics more than ever before. We have seen developers lashing out this year in an absurd way. It started with Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 and Daniel Vavra going crazy personal attacks on me just for saying I don't like a video game. And this is where they're going to start heading. They don't like this. We were too effective last year. If you know what happened with Star Wars Outlaws, of course, that bombed because people talked about it. Suicide Squad killed the Justice League, same thing. Conquered, there's too much money being lost. And these people know that they've made bad video games repeatedly because of their diversity, equity, and inclusion, DEI agenda. And it's not stopping anytime soon. A lot of these games have been in development for 4 or 5 years. Now it's getting to the point where it's crunch time. They need the money to survive, and it's a big problem. And you can see this right here. If it sells moderately well, we're in real trouble, is what an employee is saying at Assassin's Creed Shadows and Ubisoft. That's not a good thing. You need to be developing a game that if it sells moderately well, you're still in okay shape. And then if you have a hit, it's great. I mean, this is business 101 right here. Things sell moderately well, especially in a down economy like this. If that's a failure, that's never a good thing. And this is all the development they put in this. They put in way too much money into this. The rumors are around $400 million to develop this game. They need this to be a giant hit. It's the same sort of situation we're seeing with Disney over and over again with these giant bloated Marvel movies. They need to have billion-dollar movies for them to be a success, basically. Never a good thing. And this is going to be reshaping the video game industry very, very soon. So let's get into the launch of Assassin's Creed Shadows and see where we're at so far. See what's happening right here. Please hit the like and subscribe button, my friends. This is my Fandom Pulse Substack where we write the news every single day so you don't miss anything. We have a lot of excellent stories going on all the way around. We got a Smash Brothers story this morning already that you might like as well. So check it out. It's in the description below. And please just sign up there so that you don't miss anything that we're doing. We're the difference out there. We are competing with PC Gamer, Kotaku, all the other shills who are just going and saying this is a wonderful game. We're seeing these pre-reviews out there already calling it a 9 out of 10 on IGN. I severely doubt that. And we're the only ones telling the truth. So please sign up, guys. All right, so an alleged Ubisoft employee revealed Assassin's Creed Shadows must be a home run for the company or it's going to be in real trouble. We've seen the share prices absolutely down. I did the rumors the other day about how this company is getting bought out by Tencent, a Chinese development firm. So the rumor and the conspiracy theory around it was that Tencent was hoping that Ubisoft would be tanking their company here so that they could buy them a lot cheaper. It's looking like that might actually be the case here. I think they were waiting for the reception of Assassin's Creed Shadows to see how it goes. They say the bids for, of course, taking over Ubisoft and the like are due by the end of the month. So this is definitely a timing sort of situation right here. An anonymous alleged employee spoke to a French language site and informed it if the game does moderately well, we're in real trouble. The employee added, if Shadows sells very well, we'll be able to start breathing a sigh of relief. The employee would go on to provide more color. Already, if it sells like Odyssey, which is the second best-selling game of all time, we'll be happy. I mean, that's the bar that they've set with this game, and it's just because of the bloated development, like I said. And now the fact that they spent millions more trying to redevelop it because of all their delays from last year, which they delayed it, changed things because of all the bad, poor reception that was going on to begin with. Only increases the cost. And you got to remember, these companies don't just have costs that they're paying out front. They actually take loans out, is how it works, at the very beginning of these processes to develop these games. So these loans end up coming due, and they have a lot more interest that they have to end up paying the more that they delay this. So those interest numbers actually compound. And while they were saying out there, oh, we fixed the parkour mechanics, it's like you're sitting there like, wait, they spent months and millions of dollars to fix parkour mechanics? This is not what people were asking for the game. I mean, we wanted a lot more changes happening on that front. The reason they can only do things of that level is because, again, the interest compounding means that they don't have more resources to spend. It's pretty simple, but it's a very scary thing, and that's why they need this to be such a huge success. So this is coinciding with the Ubisoft executives putting this up. In the third quarter sales reports in the accompanying conference call, they said pre-orders are tracking solidly in line with those of Assassin's Creed Odyssey, the second most successful entry of the franchise. And the chief financial officer said, in regards to the back catalog, the Assassin's Creed franchise performed strongly through the quarter, highlighted by the Steam release of Assassin's Creed Mirage, confirming the brand is in great shape. They tried to hope that. That's until they got the Black Samurai out there. On top of claiming that the entire brand is in great shape, the CEO provided more color. They said, was Odyssey the second biggest revenue-generating game, or is the second biggest unit sales-generating game in its early months? First quarter, whatever works. I'm just thinking it had more in-game spending than previous Assassin's Creeds. I'm thinking that our pre-orders might mean for our first 12 days of Shadows unit sales. He said Odyssey is the second biggest performer in the franchise's history, close to Valhalla in terms of units sold, with comparable time basis. On the time we launched Odyssey, it set a new benchmark for the franchise, so it was very successful in its first week. That's what we can say at this stage. When we look back at Odyssey, it's been accumulating 40 million players to date, so it's been a very great success. What we see as pre-orders benchmark is encouraging. So they didn't give any numbers, but they said it was encouraging. Now, at this point, it was rumored that the game's pre-order had 300,000 from Insider Gaming. He claimed Odyssey had 400,000, so we would be seeing a 25% reduction. That big of a reduction is a pretty big one if it's actually true. It was this weekend. It was the 41st most wishlisted game on Steam, and we do have some Steam numbers that are coming out right now. The top selling Steam games right now, it premiered at number 6 on Steam, below Counter-Strike 2, Repo, Split Fiction, Steam Deck Hardware, and Monster Hunter Wilds. So it looks like Monster Hunter Wilds right now might be more of a success, and that game's been out for a little bit right now. Now let's just see how this goes, because again, this should be popping up higher a little bit on the day. It doesn't mean anything, as we saw Dragon Age Veilguard had strong rankings leading up to launch day as well. So with that, Dragon Age: The Veilguard fell off very, very quickly. We'll just see the longevity here and see what goes on. What are the comments here? For some people who are not following the news at all, I think it will still sell. Just depends on how bad the actual game is when it drops. I can't buy it. Just completely steamed by its inauthenticity and how it represents Japanese culture. And that's it. So we're going to have a little bit of a bump to start. And people are starting to go off on this right now. Now, Assassin's Creed and Ubisoft are trying to control what's being said about the game already. This came from 21 minutes ago even. Assassin's Creed Shadows just took down VTuber Olivia Monroe with a ban after she streamed the game. She was actually approved by Ubisoft. They're being very twitchy. Unclear if she was too early by a few hours or a day, or if this was a mistake by Ubisoft. Ubisoft is only allowing 2 days before launch to stream. This is crazy. You would think like that usually there's a little more on this because they want to show off the game, but they're not doing that at this point because they want to hide the game. It's very clear. Tightly controlling the content window. All they have to do this is minimize any negativity and boost sales before consumers can be fully informed. It seems to be what they're attempting to do right now. So she said, I got my Steam time approved. My stream time approved. This was approved. I was emailed 5 minutes ago saying I was in breach of embargo even though I was approved, and then boom, banned, she said. Not good at this front. So this was it. Master of Stealth, who gets caught every 5 seconds. You can find me at Assassin's Creed Shadows stream today. Come along for the world's least sneaky assassin adventures was what's going on right here. Very weird stuff and very just anti-gamer stuff. This is going on, the lawsuits they're talking about, the harassment of employees. They do not act like a confident company here. The confident companies do not lash out like this. This is not what you typically see from somebody who thinks they're doing well with their game. So if you're looking at this, 5.7K viewers are in waiting rooms to watch streams of this. Ubisoft will be pushing viewership on Twitch high with drops later today. We'll see what happens on this. And it looks like the update on this already came out. Ubisoft, they sent an email like 2 minutes before they banned me. They misread her stream time. It seems like they banned her just because they did not understand her stream time at that point, and that's what's going on right now. These are the drops for watching Assassin's Creed Shadow streams. You got Naoi, a 1 hour watch time, Naoi Gear, and no Yasuke. And this is what they've been trying to do. If you look at the new posters and the like, they're hiding the Yasuke content all the way around because they know that that's just offensive content that nobody wants out of an Assassin's Creed Shadow. The Black Samurai is their Achilles heel in all of this. So not looking good. Now, I've seen that there's a few reviews already popping. IGN Brazil has rated it a 9 out of 10 pre-order. Imagine that. Not a 7, my friends. IGN usually does a 7, but they're going for full 9 out of 10. But remember, IGN also put Dragon Age the Veilguard at a 9 out of 10. So we can expect this is what's going to happen. All right, what do you think about this? Is this going to be a success, or do you think it's going to only sell moderately well? And it's going to be a huge collapse for the company. Let us know in the comments down below. Really appreciate you guys being here. Hit the like and subscribe button. Make sure to sign up for the Phantom Pulse Substack as well, your most trusted name in video game news.